guess what we're going to do today is a quick review of this Marlin 917 VS 17 HMR rifle. Originally I anticipated today to go make a video of how I bore sight these and how I sight them in. This is actually a friend of mine's rifle that I was going to sight in for him, but they were doing a 3-gun match at the range today, so it made it near about impossible to take any kind of video at all. So though I normally don't do reviews because I think they're kind of cheesy, I guess I'll do a quick benchtop review of how this gun performed today and what my thoughts are on it. So with that being said, we'll go through it, and I'll put a couple stills up of some targets that I shot, and again give you some thoughts on how I think the gun performed. Alright, well, here we have the Marlin 917 VS. It's a 7-shot 17 HMR bolt action rifle. Monte Carlo black laminated stock, Monte Carlo style. 22-inch heavy barrel, stainless steel. I'm not sure the twist weight. I can look that up and I'll throw up a little blurb on the video. 4 flutes, 41 inches total length, 7-pound rifle. It's fairly light considering it's got a stainless steel barrel, heavy barrel on it. It's got a T900 trigger group, as Marlin calls it, which is supposedly a good trigger group from Marlin. They go for around $350. Anyway, this rifle has a BSA Sweet 17 scope that the actual owner of the rifle put on it and wanted to sight in with it. I'm not even really going to spend a lot of time talking about that. I'll just tell you straight up, I think it's poo. I think it's garbage. I don't like it. And some people may. That's just my opinion. I don't like any scopes that are preset for a caliber and have drop compensation for a caliber. I just don't like the way they work. I don't like them at all. So it's not so much that it has bad glass or anything. I dislike it. I think they're hard to adjust. I just don't. Alright, well, as I said before, it's bolt action. Single locking lug. You know, it's got a fairly good action, fairly smooth action. I can't really find any faults there. The safety is very positive. That worked very well for me today. The only thing I really dislike about this gun, honestly, and I believe it brings it down to really a subpar level, is the trigger. The trigger pull is creepy, and it feels extremely hard. Upwards of 6 pounds, it feels like to me. I think Marlin advertised it to be about a 5-pound trigger, but it does not feel like that to me. The travel isn't bad, but it does have some creep and it's heavy. And it definitely affected groups. You know, the barrel and the overall build quality of this gun is actually quite nice. It's a pretty gun for $300. I just think accuracy suffers with this trigger group. You know, I could have taken it out today and polished it up and tried and done some tough stuff to smooth it out, but like I said, it's not my gun. I would definitely, if you consider buying this rifle, look on YouTube or ask me to make a video and we'll try and do a polish job or something, but the trigger definitely needs some work. Stock is very nice. Like I said, the bolt action is actually quite smooth. The barrel's nice, and the overall build quality is nice. Alright, well, I guess I'll get into showing you guys some of the targets I shot with the gun today. I was running with 17 grain VMAX bullets. I think they were Federal. About $13 a box. 2,550 feet per second as advertised by the manufacturer. These are 3-inch targets. I was shooting them at 100 yards. This is actually my first time shooting 17 HMR. And you know, people tout their accuracy, so I was really expecting some wonderful things. Did I get them? Nah, not so much. But again, I can attribute that to the trigger, which is just awful. And some of it me. You know, it's the first time I shot the gun. If I'd have spent some more time with it, I'm sure I could have tightened these up a little bit. But this is the first group we shot after we sighted the rifle in. Had some lows, which was the scope, which I was still dealing with. Right there we're looking probably about an inch and a half overall for the first group. Well, we got into the second group, and I got one in there close to the bull, and we're still looking about the same thing, about an inch. Some flyers over there. Again, I can attribute that to the trigger. And then we have the group 3 right here. which is really virtually the same thing. I mean, she's grouping pretty close in about an inch. And then group 4, which is the same thing. There's 2 right there together. So this is actually 4 shots right there. About an inch. So overall the gun did pretty well. What really frustrated me about this is I believe this could be a .5 gun at 100. Easy. If we cleaned up that trigger or did something with it. And that's really what I think is sad. To put out a firearm that's this close to being good and then this falls back into mediocrity. It's a bummer for me. But overall for your $300, you know, it's probably not a bad buy. Like I said, it performed flawlessly. I mean, the gun shot well. I had no issues, no feeding, no pulling, no ejector issues. Ran good. Just didn't give me what I was expecting on the accuracy level. So what can you do? I guess it's not a $1,000 gun. So, you know, for the guy looking to get into some a decent varmint kind of gun, it's probably a good choice. Alright, well, there you have it. The short and sweet TacticalAdv review on Marlin 917 VS. Good gun? Sure. You know, for the money, it's a pretty good gun. Would I buy it? Probably not. I think you could probably do a little bit better with a little bit more money and get into a much more accurate gun, inherently more accurate gun. But hey, you know, each their own. So, hope you guys enjoy. Thanks.